Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to welcome you to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. For we have to prepare for great celebration. For we're very close to the breaking point. Spirit confirmed to me a complete change of direction this morning. But it was, of course, it is within my own personal life, a complete change of direction. But we're all connected. We're all part of this process. Whenever we're ready for this shift, it will happen. Right now, there's a lot of tests and stress tests, as we call. It's like addressing the weak points. We want to be ready for the mission that is to come. That's why our soul is creating all those tests. It is as if you are an actor and you sign a big contract to do a big action movie. So now it's signed, it's done. Your mission is to play that part or that character. But then you have all kinds of trainers that need to make sure before you even get into the stage or into the actual production of the movie, that you're ready for the action scene, that you know all your lines, that you prepared for the role, and so whatever role is your role, no one, you're not asked to play anyone else's role. All those other roles are already been taken, and so just your mission is to be yourself in this role, but to be your higher self, to connect. It is very essential. The most essential thing is to be in the to create the intention of finding a way to create this connection to the higher self. And for that we need to create a blank, slow down our mind, come in peace, and create a blank space in our mind, or black or blank, with there's no past and no future. And from that place, if you can fill it with love, something will emerge, new consciousness will emerge from that. For the card of the day from the Akash, the galactic is the fifth and sixth dimensional frequency of life. We're moving. We can no longer be manipulated as we move into the from the upper plane of the fourth dimension. We move into this acceptation of the dream, of the beauty, of the grace. Can no longer be manipulated by this lower program. For all these darker programs are being manipulated from the lower planes of the fourth dimension, from astral beings and also extraterrestrials that control humanity in the third dimension from this fourth dimension. But our consciousness grows above it. We're completely indifferent. We see the lies, and for it is very much a shame that we were not ashamed, but it's part of the process, I guess. That personally, it's, of course, I'm not judging anyone. I know the light is in presence everywhere, and everything is shifting, but it's very difficult to trust the high institutions of this world that are here as a counterpower, or that are to protect humanity. It feels like they're either incompetent, or they've been sold out, or they're completely they have an agenda that is not that is not about peace and joy and happiness, and for living a happy life, and taking care of the well-being of the people. And their agenda is clearly outside of that. But we're living in the era of decadence. We're coming out of this era of decadence. It is a known cycle in the universe called as the age of the age of darkness, the age of decadence. And so all the law is decadent. It's like what's up should be down, and what down should be up, and everything is reversed. Black is white, white is black. Everything is decadent. But we're moving outside of that just through our consciousness, and we come here to put an end to this death culture. We're assisted by the universe, because it is the will of the universe to do that, to move into a renaissance, the culture of life, of well-being, that is true, beautiful, and good, which is not the case in most art forms. And so there is this renaissance that is going on, and it's like when you look at the media, it's like if you're a politician, you have the right to lie without consequences, because you're a politician and you're defending your side. It's like there was Emmanuel Kant that wrote a book that's called The Discourse on Perpetual Peace. He explained that politics is the only power of politics, transcendental power, is publicity. Everything is perception. And now I will add that it's not just publicity, it's now they have this control narrative that they're trying to convince people. So do not only believe what your heart tells you is real, what your heart tells you is true. Call on the goddess of liberty, Lady Liberty, to free the world with all her angels. And so there's going to be an organized resistance. The resistance is a passive resistance, of course. There was a great philosopher named Etienne de la Boétie, poet also, who wrote a little book called The Discourse on Voluntary Servitude. It means that we lived in the time of the Inquisition, and there was the black for what's called in English, this is very bad disease that was much worse than anything they can invent right now, because it came as a lack of hygiene and the very poor condition of living. So there was and so Etienne de la Boétie wrote this book on how to study all forms of tyranny and how to resist them. So it's a very useful little book. You may want to read it. It's from the 17th century, but it's really up to date. It's really for we coming to realize that from highest, the more we elevate our consciousness, the easier life gets, because we can follow so many situations just from an inner standpoint. It's like something is happening. We decided with this about certain situations that we have antennas in, you can follow, and then when something is happening, it's like this mirror, this like, you're getting the information from the cosmic mind about those situations. And the more we elevate ourselves, the easier it will be to receive this information. I've been even lucky to have this chance experience of being transported on Paradise, and from there it's even very, very different. It's completely different. The reality has nothing to do with the universal reality, yet everything is included within that. I don't know all that much about it, so I'm not going to talk. But I realize I can travel when I do my meditation. I can do this meditation anywhere in the world if I can convoke the image. It's like my whole beingness is being transported there, so it's quite nice. It's like this increase in power, increase in the ability to travel within one's third eye, in the mind of the eye of your mind. This is where we travel. This is where the liberation points will come. For we moving from dark to light, and but there are so many light dimensions, and all those dimensions have a different perspective when we move into a reality. For instance, when we move from the third dimension to the fourth dimension, there could be two realities in the fourth dimension, like a flat earth and a round earth and a square earth. People that live in a square earth or flat earth, so that can exist independently, and then eventually we raise into the unity consciousness of the fifth dimension, where a new truth, a new reality will emerge, and will grow into knowledge. We will remove illusions every time we move into a higher dimensions. I'm working with a high console, the console of Arcturus in the ninth dimension, on my spiritual evolution, of course, but also on some more. I'm working with the Arcturians on many levels and projects that are in the works. But they realize, they know, they're self-aware. They're in the ninth dimension, but they're aware of their own illusions. And right now they're finding ways to remove their own illusion, their own limitation, in order to access the 10th dimension. Because they know they're preparing themselves for the collective ascension that is coming. For all beings in all dimensions are ascending, not just the third from the fourth to the fifth, but all beings. It's like the whole universe has been upgraded. So today, Saint Sophia here, so happy Saint Sophia to all the Sophia, for it is the goddess of wisdom. And tomorrow, in French calendar, is the official day of the ascension. So they put it in the calendar. So be ready for that ascension. For the past is the healing. The healing may not be complete, but it's about accepting the wholeness, accepting to heal the memory, to move beyond time. Where we are now is the creator, is the empowerment, is the power, and it's like the power of love and wisdom. And the outcome will be a new vision, that all that is no longer needed will be disempowered. What we're doing now is trying to find a comparison, because we need to compare between the states, right? When we live in a physical body, we don't really have much chance to compare with anything. We have the life that we live, but there is many things that we can experience. When we experience a change, we can compare between two things, and it's like here is a bamboo and an oak. For they both have their own nature, so we're moving from a hollow reality to a very solid, anchored reality in some sense. And the outcome will be the lovers, the Isis and Osiris. It's going to be quite wonderful. There's going to be this great love that is coming. So as we the way to go about this new vision, it's about to turning within. It's always about turning within with the intention to connect to love and light, and then your guides, your higher self is like we have many higher self, but what I call the higher self in that sense is like the wholeness of the higher self, the monad, and the spirit, the spirit guides, the company of heaven, and so. So yeah. So it's like it's gonna be exciting. Let us get ready and ready for the unexpected. For reality, it depends on the frequency we are tuned in. Once again, it's like what we choose to believe as reality, and that for right now it's a period of test. It's called the assembly of the selection. The assembly of the selection is an esoterical prophecies from ancient Buddhism, and I made a painting about it, two paintings: the assembly of the selection and the assembly of the elected. The assembly of the selection is the dragon cloud. It is the dragon symbolizes the forces of heaven and the change. So it's about selecting who within it's like a test period where spirit, God, spirit, analyze, scrutinize, test the whole of humanity, the whole spiritual way, to see who is ready to move into a reality of love and who is not ready. There is no judgment. There is no. For we do want to qualify it for that, if that is our intention, of course. But we can trust that we're qualified as we continue to cultivate humility and love and light and flexibility as well. For as far as flexibility, I'm sorry if it takes a long time to put on the video. I'm having a hard time uploading the video, so sometimes it takes hours and hours and hours. So I apologize for that. I have to be flexible right now. All will be solved very soon. And so this assembly of the selection will qualify certain people to move into the golden age, and then we'll move, or the Aquarian age, after the shift, and then we'll move into the assembly of the dragon flower, which will be the quintessence of the reward, this great reunion in joy and love, supervised by the Supreme Being, with all of the spirits that will be here to inaugurate this golden age on the planet. For now, we still have to remove all the darkness, to make the darkness seen in the outer world. That is really what is going on. This is like a snowball effect. Everything, all the lies, most people will come to, coming to see through all those things. And it's very difficult for those who have been so protected to believe that their lies could never be discovered. For the truth, we want to side on the side of truth without judgment, but to stay on whatever we believe to be the highest truth, the highest good. And then So we're gonna move into this. But for now, it's like there is those solar flares. We've been talking about those solar winds, solar flares. It's like EME, electromagnetic emission, that the sun generate emission. They send out all kinds of waves to all the planets of the solar system, and some of them impact the Earth every day. But it's like the effect will eventually have a catalyst effect to some great change. It's like those solar winds is like a drop of water that fall into a jar, but at some point there's going to be a drop of water that's going to make the jar overflow, and that's when it's going to shift the whole consciousness of humanity. But it will be subtle. Some people will still want to conform to the lower 3D. Do not, I recommend not to get emotionally involved or believe any of all those amazing nightmares they have manufactured, let's say. So I'm going to pull one more card. It is house cleaning, and there's a lot of house cleaning everywhere on every level. So just continue to do your work, to sign on self, be true, to be yourself for this role that the universe has casted you into, this new age. This could be revelation, it can be healing, it can be many things, and it can have many aspects, or just be connected to nature, or whatever role is like very different. We all have different roles, but we can never play the role of somebody else. We have to play our own role. Every other role has been taken. What we need is to be authentic, our true self, our higher self, within And this is what we are groomed to become, ascended masters. We're moving towards that each and every day. Just be patient, enjoy the process. And we'll see what the angels want to say. For the angels are high beings of light. They're divine. They're always light. They always enjoy, but they don't take BS, so to speak. They don't go into the illusion. They always will bring us back to how things work. Cultivate your relationship to your angel, your guardian angel, and for their family, they're really family to us, and our guides. There is no family closer to us, in that relationship. For the highest wisdom is luck, miracle, unexpected blessings. What we need to understand is knowledge, to continue to cultivate this inner knowledge, this transcendental connection, that it is self-revealing. We don't have to do it. We just got to pay attention and follow the guidance. What we need to do is to rejoice. When we live in joy, we are more receptive to the higher frequency than when we so just continue to rejoice, and the outcome will be consolation. It's this healing that's going to be happening. It's going to be a very profound. The universe is working through us to create this healing, this completion. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to say hello. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I thank you for your donations. And if you want a private session, you can send me an email. I'm going to finish with this song. It's a song about something very simple. It's called Love. John Lennon, beautiful song. It goes like this. Love is real. Real is love. Love is feeling love. Love is wanting to be loved. Love is touch. Touch is love. Love is reaching love. Love is asking to be loved. Love is you and me. Love is knowing we can be. Love is free is love. Love is living love. Love is needing to be loved. Beautiful song. For John Lennon was an atheist, but he knew about the power of love, and love is the true nature of God, and it is our own true nature. It is the nature of all creation. For the first intention is love, so it cannot be anything else. And if the first cause is always love, the outcome can only be love. So just be motivated, be conscious. Sometimes there is fear that can come up. We want to identify them. Say, well, thank you. I'm ready to release you if you're ready to be released. And the final card of the day is the 8 of Ariel. It's about studying, continue to cultivate yourself. You can be proud of the work you have accomplished. So much has already been done. Just relax about it. We have to relax about things now. It is by practicing that we learn. It's always intellectual knowledge is one thing, but practice makes perfect. Consider the possibility of returning to study or engaging in a learning process. So continue to cultivate yourself, study whatever's will be useful to you, and just and be in gratitude and appreciation for all the work that's been done, and be ready to receive the next wave, the next energy, and these unexpected blessings. I thank you very much, Adonai.